Bitcoin struggling at $26,000 as we head into a critical level. We have been stationary here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been trying to stop the bleeding, but I'm going to show you the chart that I'm looking for because we are approaching a very critical level. I'm going to break down exactly what we're looking at and so much more. Smash up the likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, it's been a frustrating period for Crypto. Of course, we fell here from that region around that 29,000 mark, trying to curb the bleeding at 26. You guys know I've called for even lower price points. I'm ready for 25. I'm ready for 24. I've got some cash on the sidelines ready to buy the dip. But what is causing this? What's continued to cause it and continued to cause it this week as well is this darn dollar index. Look at the dollar index, guys. It closed yet another week. That is 6 consecutive weeks to the upside here on an absolute streak. And there is very little we can do to stop this right now. If you go back to the March period here, we had 5 red candlesticks on the dollar index pushing it to the downside. But now the dollar index is not only pushed up nicely here, but it's broken out of this downward channel, and now we come to a critical level. If you jump on over to Bitcoin, Bitcoin was unable this week to stop the bleeding. Another red week looking like it's going to be posted by tomorrow, which is when the candlestick closes. And what that means is that is officially a confirmation candle that we have closed below our weekly EMA ribbon. Remember, we closed below our weekly EMA ribbon last week, but this red week following thereafter is a confirmation candle, right? Because sometimes you can have fake outs. You see this fake out to the downside, we wicked here and then we went straight back up. That was still our chance, just like this candlestick here, where you're below your EMA ribbon, but you regain it. Bitcoin has not shown that impetus. We've seen weakness this week. We've not seen enough dip buying, and we've barely held on to 26,000 at times. And that is why my bias continues to be to the downside here on Bitcoin. Now, there's one thing that can change that. There is one thing that can happen over the next 5, 6, 7 days that can change this trajectory from Bitcoin and where we can meaningfully bounce from 26 and start working our way higher. And we're going to have to, like I've been saying for a few months now, concentrate on this, the dollar index. But we don't want to concentrate on it on the weekly chart. I want to zoom down to the daily chart, and I want to bring out this channel which we've broken from, right? We've broken from this channel. But what do we say whenever we break out from the channel? What are the price targets? The price target, if you were trading dollar index right now on the breakout of this, is first pivot point is where we're at here, right? So if you look at the top of that pivot point at 104.6, that is the first pivot point. Then you look at the next pivot point, 105.9, and then you look at the top of the wedge. So the chance we have now is to reject dollar index from this pivot point. If we can send it back down here and back into the channel, that is our chance. That will then lose its daily EMA ribbon, it will lose its weekly EMA ribbon, and that could mean Bitcoin can bounce from 26 and start working its way back to 30. But that's not going to be easy, right? We just had the Jackson Hole Symposium. Jerome Powell addressed the market yesterday saying that he's prepared to raise rates further.
Crypto traders, it's time to find a platform that offers us better ease of use without compromising on our trading efficiency. Introducing Coinbase Advanced, your gateway to a user-friendly yet advanced trading experience. With Coinbase Advanced, say goodbye to complicated interfaces. Coinbase's dedicated platform remembers your settings, allowing for a seamless trading journey. Gain access to advanced trading tools, real-time market data, and a large number of trading bets. Stay informed and make smarter trading decisions. Want to switch effortlessly between spot trading and portfolio management? That's easy. Coinbase Advanced has you covered. Coinbase Advanced utilizes state-of-the-art encryption and security programs to protect your assets. Speed and control are at your fingertips. Enter and exit trades quickly with real-time order books. Embrace deep liquidity and trade with confidence. Ready for a user-friendly trading experience like never before? Sign up for Coinbase Advanced using my affiliate link in the description. Support this channel. Don't miss out. Head over to Ijaz.uk/Coinbase. That's Ijaz.uk/Coinbase now. Thank you, Coinbase, for supporting our community and content.
He came out hawkish, right? He wants to finish off the job and get down to 2%. He's not talking about cutting. He's not getting dovish on the markets here. No, he's continuing to jawbone the markets and trying to get the markets to tighten because guess what? The market, the traditional markets, they snapped their losing streak. They had a green week this week just gone, right? So they managed to stop the bleeding. NASDAQ here on Friday after Jackson Hole, after Jerome Powell spoke, was up 1%. But crypto is struggling. Crypto can't seem to catch a break right now. If we jump back here into the dollar index, we've got to see this happen. But the risk here is this could come down. It could do this, and it could just be a retest before a bigger move to the upside, right? Dollar index is absolutely strong right now. So if we jump here over to Bitcoin, there is one thing I wanted to point out to you guys. Take a look at the 4-hourly chart here. if I show you this 4-hourly chart and I bring out the EMA ribbon, what do you notice? We've just consolidated into our 4-hourly EMA ribbon, right? Nothing surprising. Lots of people got excited on this little move to the upside. I said, guys, the EMA ribbon's there. Bitcoin needs to reclaim this. And so far, it's not shown signs of doing it. It's showing weakness. It's getting pushed down by the EMA ribbon. And that is why 25k looks very, very likely. The opposite argument is, how do we just suddenly get back above our 4-hourly EMA ribbon and start working our way up to 27.6, right? Not going to be easy to do. Look at this. Look at how we're just hugging this EMA ribbon. We've not even moved into our EMA ribbon in an upwards direction. We've just gone sideways into it, right? We've just gone sideways into it, which is like the weakest of consolidations. At least a better consolidation is if you move to the downside, you consolidate like this in an upwards manner, and then you carry on going down, right? This is not doing that. It's just going whoop, and then looking for the next move to the downside. Now, what also gives me kind of a belief that we're in for a little bit of a dump just in a little while is the Bollinger Band. Look at the Bollinger Bands. How much are they constricted? Remember, these Bollinger Bands, when they constrict and they stay constricted for a while, normally means that there's a big move coming up. I remind you of the previous time this happened, right? We spoke about this on the channel. Look how long we were constricted here. This is much longer than we are now. But we were constricted for a very long time around that 29 level. We're just holding it. And then boom, you've got your big collapse to the downside. So the longer we remain in this pattern, moving sideways here at 26, the more likely 25 and 24 plays out. And you guys know what my price targets are, right? If I take off the Bollinger Bands, that I'm working toward this pattern here, this ascending channel which we broke down from. And the first price level is the purple line. The purple line sits at 24.8, right? The next price point is coming down here at 20,000 flat. And then if we really suffer, we want to head down to the bottom of the channel, 16.5. Okay, so it's gonna be a tough ride here for Bitcoin. So we need to watch out for this. If we're not able to hold support here and start bouncing and working our way upwards, then we got to look at the next price point, and then we've got to look to the bottom of the channel. So difficult time here for Bitcoin, and hard for it to find any momentum. There's no positive news here that's helping us move to the downside, and that is why I have to realistically keep a downside bias for now. Now, of course, that said, you guys know I'm in the market. I'm not panic selling. All my cryptos in the market. I'm not panic selling. Bitcoin will be ready to move soon. And when it's ready to move, it's going to tear faces off. But for now, we could be getting our final buying opportunities. And I want to make sure I'm ready to pick those up, right? If we are managing to pick up Bitcoin at 20,000, if it pulls back into here, what a great buy that's going to be just 200 odd days away from a Bitcoin halving, right? Where the previous all-time high was already at 69,000 and you're looking to eclipse that. Right? That's the way I think in terms of my DCA. Okay, so we got to watch out for that. If we jump on to total, which is the total market cap in crypto, let's take a look at what happened this week. You can see that last week, on that candlestick last week, we lost 8.3% of the crypto market cap was wiped out. This week, we added another 1% wiped out. Not too bad, but we didn't recover, right? So we are dripping. So if you look at that, 8.3 plus the percent, 9.3% of crypto's entire market cap, which is already severely retraced in a bear market, is being wiped off, and we're barely holding this 1 trillion mark in total crypto market cap. Okay, and that market cap is not being led completely by alts, right? If you look at alts, they're not moving as badly, right? This week has been pretty similar in terms of the money flowing out of Bitcoin and the money flowing out of altcoins. Incidentally, also worth updating you on what's going on with Pepe. Pepe team addresses $10 trillion fund transfer and recent dump. Loads of chaos going over there at Pepe. We're seeing the price dump as well, as the founders are having a bit of a conflict and moving money around exchanges. Not a good look whatsoever. So definitely keep an eye on that if you're holding any Pepe. Also worth looking at Cadena. Cadena's having a really big move. If I show you the Cadena versus Bitcoin chart, you'll be surprised. Look at this weekly chart here on Cadena versus Bitcoin. I mean, this week it outperformed Bitcoin by 15%. You're 15% better off holding some Cadena than Bitcoin. And this is the thing, it's just a taste of what altcoins can do. And you'll always find that these kind of things happen when there's peak FUD. I was hearing a lot of FUD around Cadena recently, a lot of people really starting to lose interest in Cadena. And that's when you start to see movements, right? If you look at these crazy candlesticks here, 10% and another 4% here over the last couple of days. Part of that is to do with them having some ledger support. So the community's quite excited around them having ledger support. And also some exchange listings are looking imminent for them as well. That's what's leading to some of the speculation here in the Cadena price points. Other than that, not much noticeable really going on here in the markets. It's a painful market. It's a pulled back market. And it's one where I'm just exercising some patience. I just want to see, are we going to get back to 24? If we get to 24, I'll start nibbling. The lower we get, 23, 22, I'm going to nibble even more. 20,000, for me, I like that price point. I don't think there's a guarantee we're going to fall much lower than 20,000 on this current move. So definitely that's where I'm going to really start allocating and judging the charts as and when they get updated. Don't forget to go watch this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.